It's Wednesday, time for our weekly trip to the new zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us again live from Swamico. Good morning, Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, have you ever met an animal you didn't like?
No, not really. You know, there's probably some I prefer to work with, others I don't. You know, I was never a big snake person. You know, when I first started in the zoo industry, it's probably like, if you'd have told me, you know, what area that I'd probably prefer not to work was with snakes.
And look where
that
you are
was
today.
just because, you know, yeah, you know, and I don't know, you know, maybe, you know, you originally had kind of a fear of them, and, you know, people think they're slimy, and they're not, you know, I mean, their skin is, you know, almost like leather. They're really neat animals to work with, and it was a particular type of animals that I got used to working with. Now, this is Isabella. Isabella is about 14 years old. She's a red-tailed boa, and she's a red-tailed boa, and she's from South America. Now, she's close to, you know, as large as she's going to get. Now, they can get anywhere from 7 to, because she's a female, she can get 7 to 10 feet. They can get a little bit bigger. Male's a little bit smaller. You see, because of the large size of snake she is, normally I've got her on the table right here, which is great because you can see the striking pattern on her. But if she was going to go ahead and move, if we had her on the floor, she'd move in a straight line. That's because she's so big, and these type of snakes move in a straight line. And to do that, you know, I mean, they have over 100 ribs, and they flex those ribs so they make them nice and sturdy and tight. And then they lift the scales up underneath here, and as they lift the scales, they can go ahead rhythmically move their body, and they can move in a straight line.
So do they keep their body straight too, Neil? I'm not, you always think of a slithering snake going,
right,
slithering.
Yeah, but when you look at the big guys, Pete, the big guys usually go ahead and move in a straight line. They prefer to go ahead and move. It's a lot easier because they can go ahead and travel, you know, maybe 1 mile an hour, that's about it. Now, as far as feeding too, this is kind of amazing too, is you're gauging, you know, what size prey could she go ahead and eat? Now, we feed, you know, rats and everything. Think about this. Here's his body. The general rule of thumb is 1.5 times the size of the body. So she could actually, now think about that. So it's about this big. And with her head right here, she can go ahead and kind of, kind of disassemble the lower jaw and wrap that around, and then the teeth are backwards, so this goes and it'll move the prey all the way down into the stomach area.
Well, Neil, we're out of time.
Yeah, we're going to go work on our Cheerios instead.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what we prefer.
There you go.
Thanks, Neil.
Hey, take care.